So, today we're going to break down a story about a financial decision that ended up costing a young couple way, way more than just money. We're really going to look at the anatomy of broken trust and see how it can all unravel, one single secret at a time.
And it all starts with this one thought. You know the kind, it's simple, it feels almost innocent. What if we could just get there a little sooner? This one question, this little flicker of ambition, well, that's the seed for this entire story. The desire for a shortcut to a dream they both shared.
So, let's set the stage. Because before that one question really took root, there was a partnership, a really strong one. It was a couple who were totally united by this powerful common goal. Okay, meet Rachel and Marcus Hale. Their plan for buying a house was honestly like a fortress of discipline. We're talking late night budgeting sessions, a shared savings account. Every single spare pound went right into it. They were a team through and through, and their system, it was working perfectly. In fact, they were even ahead of schedule. And that was their whole dynamic. Everything was out in the open, totally transparent. Everything was shared. Their future wasn't just some vague dream. It was a project they were literally building together, line by line on a spreadsheet. And the foundation for all of it was just absolute trust. But you know how it is? It's often when things are going really, really well that the idea of a shortcut, well, that's when it becomes the most tempting. And that shortcut shows up in the form of a person, Ghazala Din. She enters the picture, and you have to understand, she doesn't seem like some obvious scammer, not at all. She comes across as this voice of sophisticated, easy authority, a secret promise of a faster path to their goal. And just look at the language she uses. Accelerated equity, guaranteed return. This isn't just a sales pitch, right? This is a carefully crafted story, and it's designed to completely bypass your natural caution. It speaks right to that desire Rachel had, to just get there sooner. And this is the price tag on that shortcut. £3,000. Now, it's not their entire life savings, but it's a serious chunk of change, a very real amount, pulled directly from that future they were so carefully building together. And just like that, in one single moment, with one decision made alone, the foundation of their whole partnership cracks. That spreadsheet they built together, it's suddenly missing a key piece of information. A secret has just been introduced into the system. Now, what follows that secret transfer is, well, probably exactly what you'd expect. That initial rush of excitement and possibility, it starts to give way to a creeping, chilling silence. At first, it all seems great. Promising updates are coming in like clockwork, just like Ghazala said they would. But then, by day 4, the responses start to slow down. By day 6, her texts are going unanswered. And by day 7, the emails are bouncing back. The digital trail has gone completely cold. The promise has just evaporated. And then comes the moment the secret can't be hidden anymore. Marcus is just scrolling through their shared account, and he asks the one question Rachel has been absolutely dreading. And with that, the quiet certainty of their whole financial plan is shattered. This discovery completely shifts the story. This isn't about a financial gamble anymore. This is now a full-blown relational crisis. The real damage you see isn't to their bank account. It's to the bond between them. And I want you to really listen to Marcus's question here. He doesn't ask, where's the money? He asks, you did this without me. That right there, that's the core of the betrayal. See, it was never just about the £3,000. It was about the we. The we had been violated. You know, there's actually a term for this, financial infidelity. It's basically any kind of deception that involves money and affects your partner. And just like any other kind of infidelity, the real wound doesn't come from the act itself, it comes from the breach of trust. And this, right here, this is the true cost. On one side, you've got the financial loss. It's clear. £3,000, some forged documents, a dead phone line. But on the other side, the relational loss it's huge, and it's so much harder to measure. The easy certainty they had between them, gone. A shared future, now splintered. And trust that's now as fragile as thin glass. So what happens after the big argument, after the storm passes? Well, the silence that comes next is often so much heavier than the shouting that came before. This is the aftermath. Here's the thing. You can always make a new budget. You can work overtime, you can hustle, and you can rebuild a savings account. But rebuilding trust? That's different. It doesn't follow a formula. There's no spreadsheet for that.
Their new reality is now made up of all these small, painful changes. Guarded eyes where there used to be openness, double checking every single transfer where there used to be easy confidence. The kitchen, once their haven, is just silent. These are the daily tremors that keep coming from that one initial fracture.
And that really leaves us with this final question. It's a question that I think this story answers loud and clear. Because while a financial setback can feel absolutely devastating, the path back from broken trust is almost always infinitely longer and so much harder to navigate.